Sawasdee krap, good morning. Thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. Today is Thursday, February 12th, and my name is Suraphal Lautaranarit. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, the National Reform Council, or NRC, has updated its work progress to the Five Rivers meeting, while the National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO, has assured not to interfere with the Reform Council's work. NRC Whip spokesman Alongkorn Polabut said that the Reform Council has reported its progress according to the three-phase roadmap to restore democracy to the Five Rivers Whip, or the joint committee in charge of coordinating the NRC with the NCPO, the National Legislative Assembly, the Constitution Drafting Committee, and the Cabinet. Mr. Alongkorn said that the NCPO has shown its appreciation for the achievements of the NRC so far, while urging the Council to adopt and apply all reform opinions and suggestions into the ruling Council's 9-point strategy in order to make all efforts coherent. The NRC is due to complete its reform master plan for presentation scheduled on July 31st. Mr. Alongkorn added that the government and the NCPO have promised they will not interfere with the NRC's work, while assuring to listen to all NRC opinions. On March 11th, the Reform Council will also be presenting 36 reform agendas to the third Five Rivers meeting, added the NRC Whip spokesman. The Constitution Drafting Committee, or CDC, is confident the first draft of the new charter will be finished in April as scheduled. According to spokesperson to the CDC, Kamnoon Sithisaman, the drafting of the permanent constitution during the past month has been going according to the roadmap. He voiced his strong belief that the first draft of the charter will be completed by April 17th. On April 26th, it will be forwarded to National Reform Council, or NRC, who will amend the draft according to the suggestions and opinions acquired from cabinet ministers and the National Council for Peace and Order. He also made known that the drafting at this initial stage is based on the suggestions and opinions given by the NRC, the legislators, politicians, and the public. Mr. Kamnoon went on to say that there has not been any discussion regarding the role and duties of the NRC after the promulgation of the permanent charter. Members of the CDC are scheduled to meet in Chonburi between February 23rd and 28th, during which they will discuss in detail the matter concerning reconciliation and eradication of social inequality. Members of the press will not be allowed during the discussion. Newsline had a chance to speak to government spokesperson Dr. Yongyut Mayalap about the outcome of the Prime Minister's recent visit to Japan. Let's hear what he has to say.
It was a very important meeting between the two leaders, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, Prime Minister of Thailand, and Mr. Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister of Japan, held a Japan-Thailand summit meeting, and they reiterated their determination to maintain and further develop the strategic partnership between the two countries based on the long-standing amicable relationship. And they share their view that the two countries will cooperate in order to realize regional sustainable peace and prosperity while respecting the shared values and norms such as freedom, democracy, the rule of law, and the human dignity. They also welcome Japan Self-Defense Forces participation in the Copper Gold exercise to be held in Thailand this year, and reaffirm their readiness to hold the annual political military and military dialogue in March 2015. Thailand and Japan recognize the importance of the ongoing joint efforts to combat human trafficking under the Japan-Thailand Joint Task Force on Counter-Trafficking in Persons, or JTCTP, to address the increasing complexity of the issues. They reaffirmed the commitment of the two countries to actively engage in the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP, negotiations, and to cooperate further towards achieving the goal of concluding the RCEP negotiations by the end of 2015 this year. And they also shared the recognition that the Thai economy was fundamentally strong with great potential, affirmed that Japan's investments was played an important role in further development of the Thai economy, and confirmed Thailand's commitment to maintaining and improving its business environment so that Japanese companies, enterprises would be able to make long-term investment with ease in Thailand. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of Japan also expressed his readiness to make further contribution to overall infrastructure development in Thailand by utilizing advanced technology, know-how, and considerable experience of Japanese enterprises and high-quality infrastructure. And Prime Minister General Prayut welcomed this proposal.
Well, the next question. Well, there are two documents that were signed between two leaders. What is it about?
The first one that they signed was the Memorandum of Intent on cooperation of the railway sector between Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism of Japan, or MLIT, and Ministry of Transport of the Kingdom of Thailand, and affirmed that the two countries will promote concrete cooperation in the future. The other document was the Memorandum of Cooperation between JETRO, which is the Japan External Trade Organization, and the Joint Standing Committee on Commerce, Industry and Banking of Thailand, or JSCCIB, and expressed their hope that the investment between Japan and Thailand will be further promoted. What the two leaders discussed about the special economic zones, the border area of Thailand, as well as the way special economic zone in Myanmar. And the two leaders affirmed the importance of promoting the Way Special Economic Zone project through the trilateral consultation among Japan, Thailand, and Myanmar, and committed to collaborate with relevant organizations such as the JICA, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, and the Japan Bank for International Cooperation, or JBIC, to find the possible ways of cooperation for the success of the initial and the full phase development of this project. With regard to the Thailand's initiative to establish the first 6 special economic zones along the borders with Cambodia, Laos PDR, Myanmar, and Malaysia, they welcome that the Japanese side would contribute to the development of the special economic zones in the Thai border areas. So further discussion on this matter will be arranged with the corresponding agencies.
Last question. Can you talk about, in terms of Thailand's development towards democracy?
Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha explained Thailand's effort in maintaining stability of the country, which was crucial in securing economic growth and reform the country towards a sustainable and inclusive democracy. Both sides shared the view on the importance of resilient and robust democracy in Thailand, and confirmed Thailand's commitment to early restoration of democracy in line with its roadmap.
The U.S. charge d'affaires in Thailand has denied reports that former Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra has been seeking an asylum in the United States of America. Patrick Murphy, the U.S. charge d'affaires in Thailand, on Wednesday had a meeting with Deputy Prime Minister Yonghyut Yuttawong, during which Mr. Murphy relayed a message from Washington that expressed a wish for Thailand to return to normal soon. Mr. Murphy also said that he does understand Thailand's roadmap to restore democracy, while stating that the achievement of such a goal will be the success of not only Thailand, but also the entire Southeast Asian region. In addition, the U.S. charge d'affaires affirmed that he has never been informed of Ms. Yingluck Shinawatra's request for asylum in the United States. Deputy Prime Minister Yonghyut added that his talks with Mr. Murphy focused on the development in Thailand society and the U.S.'s assistance for the country, such as the research and development of AIDS vaccines. Interior Minister General Anuphong Phao Jinda held a video conference with all governors in Thailand to follow up on provincial administrative works, especially their resolution of the drought crisis. General Anupong has assigned the governors to survey water sources. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation will be in charge of providing water for drinking purposes, while governors are tasked with providing water for agricultural purposes. In terms of narcotic suppression, local authorities will conduct a public campaign to reduce demand. The Interior Minister also called for the ongoing regulation of beaches and footpaths to reduce conflicts in public areas. Regarding the development of Special Economic Zones, or SEZs, the Ministry of Interior is in charge of city planning. The ministry will collaborate with the Ministries of Finance, Natural Resources and Environment, and Agriculture and Cooperatives to survey lands to establish the SEZs. In terms of national security, General Anupong said the government would meet with security units about reconciliation efforts. He reiterated that the administration is not meant to rival any political powers, but to move the nation forward along with its roadmap for reform. The Interior Minister claimed that martial law allowed for superior control of the country without relying on drastic enforcement. Local police said a pileup involving some 100 vehicles on a bridge in South Korea killed at least 2 people and injured more than 40, including Thai nationals, yesterday. The collision took place at around 11 a.m. Thailand time on the Yeongdong Bridge near Incheon International Airport. The chief of Incheon Sobu Police Station said thick fog is considered to be the cause of the accident, but the officials are still investigating. He stated that the visibility level was about 10 meters at that time. About 100 vehicles crashed and killed 2 people and injured 44 at the time. Witnesses confirmed that visibility was bad. Police said the injured were taken to a nearby hospital. 8 people were seriously injured and 36 suffered minor injuries. According to the media, there were at least 5 Thais among the wounded. The Thai Ministry of Foreign Affairs has affirmed it will provide prompt assistance for the group. The Ministry of Commerce will early next week send out mobile blue flag shops to different neighborhoods of the capital city in the latest bid to help relieve the financial burden of city dwellers. The Ministry of Commerce is prepared to dispatch 100 pickup trucks packed with much-needed items such as soap, toothpaste, detergent, sugar, cooking oil, and rice, the prices of which will be 20 to 40% below the normal prices. The Blue Flag caravans will begin visiting all districts of Bangkok early next week. The launch of the mobile Blue Flag shops will take place at the 11th Infantry Regiment, King's Guard, on February 16th, after which the campaign will run for 100 days. Apart from the mobile Blue Flag project, the Ministry of Commerce will dispatch teams of inspectors to different areas of the capital city to observe product prices starting from February 14th. The Deputy Minister of Commerce has held a brainstorming meeting in Hat Yai City with state officials and business operators from southern provinces to discuss ways to foster trade in the region. Speaking about her 2-day visit to Songkhla province, Deputy Commerce Minister Apiradi Tantraporn yesterday disclosed that she had met the provincial governors of Songkhla, Satun, Pattani, Yala, and Narathiwat, along with administrative officials from the Deep South and local business operators, to collect their suggestions and exchange ideas with them on how to strengthen border trade. According to Ms. Apiradi, businesses which show great potential in the region include hotels, retail and wholesale businesses, as well as those dealing with exports of rubber, seafood, and processed wood. As for today, Ms. Apiradi will chair a workshop focusing on trade expansion and investment in the special economic zones in the southern border provinces, which will be joined by state officials and business operators. The Deputy Minister will then leave for Sadao District, where she will observe the trade situation and the newly adjusted customs inspection procedure for goods bound from Malaysia. Information collected during today's visit will be used for the improvement of the facilitation of border trade later on. Klong Padung Krung Kasem floating market near the government house is ready for its opening ceremony today. The market will be organized from February 12th to March 1st along Padung Krung Kasem Canal from Orathai Bridge to Makawan Rangsan Bridge, covering a distance of 300 meters. The venue will be divided into 3 zones with participation of 40 boats selling their products. Visitors can enjoy a variety of activities such as boat races and traditional Thai games. On the banks, there will be 90 kiosks selling a wide range of Bangkok brand products, along with an exhibition and seminar on the significance of waterways to the way of life of the Thai people, and cruise tours to see city landmarks along the canal. The cruise tours will be held twice a day at 4 and 5 p.m. There are also public boats for those who want to visit the market. They can take a boat at Hua Lampong Pier from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The market will be open daily from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. during February 12th to March 1st, in conjunction with the Orchid Market being organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives. The market is aimed at promoting tourism through Thainess, showcasing Thai culture and identity through a visit to places of historical importance along the canal. The market is also a way to boost the economy, as it is expected to generate more income for residents living near the canal. And that's all for today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before we take a quick break, let's have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 8th core value: maintaining discipline and respectfulness of the law and the elderly.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Huh? Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
NBT World, a 24-hour English language television service operated by the National News Bureau of Thailand, or NNT, is designed to bring the most reliable information about Thailand to the international community. NBT World is available on various platforms, including via C-band set-top boxes, GMMZ Channel 202, PSI Channel 272, and a live stream on thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. You can also follow us on facebook.com/NNT News or download the PRD News EN application on your smartphones. NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The Marine Department is speeding up the process of fishing boat registration and installation of GPS tracking device in line with the EU-IUU regulation ahead of the ASEAN Community's formation. Deputy Director General Nat Japchai said the department has stepped up the issuance of preventive and repressive measures against human trafficking in the form of fishery labor and illegal fishery in recent years. He expected the Fishery Act would be promulgated in June 2015, and it would enable both the Fisheries Department under the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives and the Marine Department under the Ministry of Transport to better cooperate in governing Thailand's fishery industry. Currently, a subcommittee is working on a national guideline for the local fishery industry in line with the EU regulation to prevent, deter, and eliminate illegal, unreported, and unregulated or IUU fishing, which entered into force on January 1, 2010. However, Mr. Nutt said the new regulation has been adapted to suit the Thai fishing industry and increase the efficiency in monitoring and preventing any illegal practices, including a use of forced labor on Thai fishing vessels. The move is believed to help Thailand prepare for the advent of the ASEAN Economic Community. The Indonesian lawyers for Australians Miran Sukumaran and Andrew Chan, both facing execution on drug smuggling charges, yesterday filed a challenge against the president's rejection of a plea for clemency at an administrative court in the capital, Jakarta. Sukumaran and Chan, two of the so-called Bali Nine, were found guilty and sentenced to death for attempting to smuggle 8 kilograms of heroin from the resort island of Bali to Australia in 2006. Clemency pleas by both men were rejected earlier, prompting the Australian government to urge Indonesia to reconsider, as the two were reformed characters who had helped rehabilitate other prisoners. A member of the men's Indonesian legal team, Ponti Azani, said they were asking for reconsideration of the clemency plea. Indonesian authorities have said the pair are among the next death row offenders to face execution this month, without specifying a date. Joko Widodo, who took office as president in October, has pledged no clemency for drug offenders, drawing criticism from rights activists at home and abroad. And that's all for today's edition of Newsline. For any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or simply visit our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. And for now, we're going to say goodbye with some footage of a flock of teal in Uthai Thani province. I'm Surapat Lautaranarit. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful day. สวัสดีครับ